me, Mario. Press start to play. Here we go!
Let's go already.
Let's go.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Mamma mia.
Mamma mia.
Number one.
Luigi is the top! Take that! Oh! Here we go! Here we go! Bingo! Bye-bye! Bingo! Yeah, this is happening! Oh, right! All right! Oh! Yes, lady! Oh! Oh! Here we go! Here we go! Yahoo! Yeah! Yeah! I'm the best! I am the best! Okay! Okay!
Fire.
Fire!
Oh.
Here we go.
Ay, 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 ay.
So I missed.
I'm gonna win.
Mario, it's gonna win. Yeah.
Exactly. What up, everybody? We got the front row filling in. Big card ahead of us. We got the first round of the Quack Cup. 8 individuals vying for the right to be one of Dr. Quack's last opponents. So that is quite the feather to put in your cap. If you guys already know who some of the people are, I would love to see who you're cheering for. We're going to start off with Don Krypton versus Kenny Atlas, but we are still going to set the stage a little bit. Let some fans get here before we get to the festivities. Also, a very big intermission match, a Pillars of Revolt with the foundation of Revolt, Soulstar, as a special guest referee. So I'm very excited to kind of see what happens in that match. A lot of rumors and dirt sheets running wild that with a 4-way, there is no disqualifications, so there could be a problem. The summer of Bolt might get a little bit brighter. Slaughterhouse might bring in some friends. He travels throughout this promo-verse. And lastly, the Fallen Angel, the WTF champion, still somehow. Not really sure how that one happened. And speaking of the dev, right there in the house, in the gorilla position, watching the first match. So I don't know what you guys are excited for. Obviously, if you're here, it's probably not WWE Saturday night main event. But before we do start the festivities, we do have words from the man himself, Dr.
What is going on, Revolt? How we doing? How we doing? Good to see that we had a bunch of people, a lot of great talent sign up for the Quack Cup. Oh, and we had the dog too, which, yeah, we know he's not going to make it. He's just a big old puppy dog that got neutered. But the rest of you, I know, are tough competition. And I look forward to whoever's going to win this competition and take me on. I just want to say thank you all for coming out here and entering the Quack Cup, and I look forward to meeting the winner.
Hooked on Quack. Hey, that was a coffee mug. That could be gimmick infringement. Did I forget somebody? Who did I forget? Oh, Dax, right. You're like that thing that you hammered in the side that's not OSHA approved. I wouldn't say you're a big pill. I'm just Josh. I'm just pulling your leg. On paper, let's be honest. Dax Wright would probably be the favorite going into this match. I'm trying to make it even, man. But Fallen Angel, the only one bringing the championship gold into that match. Fair enough. That's how I would do it. Usually when you watch WWE or wrestling now, you watch it on your screen and you tweet, you type, you go. And that's just how wrestling is watched and enjoyed nowadays. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. I'll probably go back and watch the last of me. As we hit the double digits in views, you got to love it. So we're going to start off with a brand spanking new face here. Now, he's not a new face in terms of EFED, but Don Krypton has not made really any appearance besides his Saturday shit show appearance. But officially in the ring, he has not showed up. He is facing an Ivy League member. Ivy League, kind of conspicuous by their absence. I thought we would hear a little bit more from them this week leading up into this. I don't know if that translates in Canadian French land. Peacock in the us. That looked a little like an A and an N. And then an us. Anywho, Don Krypton we're going to start off with. Like I said, Don Krypton, if you guys have not, this guy carries boss energy, but I've watched him in the ring before. Will it translate into a place where he's a relative unknown? His character works when you already know it. If you see Kingpin just giving orders, I don't know if it hits as much. You got to know what Kingpin is all about. So with all that being said, I present you folks Don Krypton.
Revolt Wrestling, you guys have the honor of holding Dr. Quack's last match, at least the tournament for it. But you also have the honor of having Kenny Atlas's last match as well.
Name yourself after a fictional planet that exploded.
But you call yourself, what, the alpha male? I've done my research, Kenny. I've already got an alpha on my team. You're no alpha male. You're just a mini-me, Monty Brown. Same pose, same noise, half the size, none of the threat. See, your cosplay imitation while Ivy League is propping you up. Speaking of propped up, Atlas, the titan that held up the sky, alone, unbroken. That's what you named yourself after? You can't even hold your own weight. See, Ivy League carries you to the ring, to the mic, to the match. You know, Ivy League, it sounds like a bunch of smart guys. Calculated, elite, and you sound like the reason why they need a backup plan. You see, you want to test both those brains and brawn? Come back and see me over in the BWO when we're done. But this is the difference between you and me. See, I am the pinnacle of promo, okay? I am the top of the business on the mic everywhere. Steel in every word, brass in every breath. I don't borrow heat, I generate it. But you borrowed everything. Your name, your faction, your alpha title. When that bell rings, you'll find out what an alpha male means to the pinnacle of this business. See, it means nothing. Because you're about to eat a punch from the pinnacle and you can't stop it. Superman punch meets the WMD one-shot Ivy League. It better be on the floor to catch you. Otherwise, it's just you, the canvas, and the truth. So please bring Ivy League to the rail. Bring the excuses, because when that bell rings, the Titan myth dies. And Kenny Atlas gets reminded what it feels like when nobody is carrying him. And of course, we see you up at the top, Triple M, champion, watching from the Revolt on high. Keep watching, because the pinnacle of promo, the man who erases Atlas in the first round, doesn't ask for the belt. He collects what he's owed. If you don't know me by now, I am Don Krypton. Kenny Atlas, all of Revolt, consider this your first lesson.
I like it. A lot more fired up, Don Krypton. The cadence a little bit quicker. Some big haymakers I saw out there, too, by Don Krypton. Mini-Me, Monty Brown, always good to give a good little hee-hee-ha-ha that translates out there. He said it's awesome to see Dr. Quack's last match and Kenny Atlas's last match. That was a pretty funny statement. And then talking a little trash using the Ivy League, using his faction. I mean, in this game, I think it's a little detrimental to have a faction backing you. It always gives a whole nother layer, a whole other facet of people to attack. And I also like Don Krypton talking about who he's potentially going to see in the finals. The Revolt champion, Triple M. I mean, that's a pretty safe bet to go against, or go with, I guess you could say. Very great, dare I say spectacular debut by Don Krypton. But let's see what mini alpha male Monty Brown, what Kenny Atlas has to say. Hashtag mini alpha male Monty Brown, if you guys found it as funny as me. Let's see if he's right with this too, because I didn't notice that the first time. But all right, Kenny Atlas.
I won't deny it, I'm a straight rider. You don't wanna fuck with me. Got the police
Definitely
searching
copyrighted, yeah.
Got a bad
Yo,
little bitch on
I'm a
me.
rough
Swear to
rider.
God, I be
Damn,
lit, dog. Pull up on a nigga
yeah.
with a stick, I
Yo.
keep a stick, dog. Nigga, there is fella Hollywood, I let it rip, dog. Hop out with some shooter, when they shoot, they do not miss, dog. Go around with your bitch, she on my dick, she on my dick, dog. Cause I'm lit now, and I keep them bit round. Copper shoot they shit now, heard them get they shit now. Go around with your bitch now, still.
Lou.
Don Krypton, the time draws near. It is almost time for you to come face to face with a harsh reality. What is that harsh reality, you say? The harsh reality, Don Krypton, is the fact that the alpha male is more of a man than you ever thought you could be. And we come face to face, go one-on-one, mano versus mano. I'm going to prove it when I walk to you on my way to owning that illustrious cup. You see, Don Krypton, the alpha male is not here to play any games. I am here in Revolt Wrestling to destroy any and everything in my path. And unfortunately for you, Don Krypton, you are the first obstacle that is standing in my way. So heed this warning shot. There is an alpha bomb with your name on it. And mark my words when I say this. At the end of the night, when the smoke is cleared and it is all said and done, you'll be nothing more than just another victim for the alpha male.
Ah, the touch of death. Come on, you're already editing it. You know, anywhere out in the promoverse, if they see a cap cut, it's like a sloppy pinfall. You're not hooking the leg. You're already editing it. Why not cut that off? It does leave a little bit to be desired. Obviously now I see why he's saying mini me alpha males, just because he calls himself the alpha male. There's nothing wrong with that, so I don't really get the Monty Brown. If anything, the Black Cat is more Monty Brown with the pounds. I was digging Kenny Atlas, but I feel like he did take a couple breaks to kind of look for the words. That's where some background music can kind of help you kind of bridge those gaps. I don't think it's too controversial to say that Don Krypton played a better Guitar Hero and hit his notes. I want to see more from Tony Atlas. I like the look. I like the dog park in the back. But I mean, hey, if I'm wrong, by all means, in the comments down below, let me know if I got it wrong. But I think Don Krypton took that. I think that was a pretty clean pinfall. Your winner, and moving on, Don Krypton. But I definitely want to see more from Mr. Atlas. I mean, that's a big matchup. I don't think Atlas was aware or knew Don Krypton, nor vice versa. I don't think Don Krypton knew, but Don Krypton might have a little bit more of a network. I mean, why Kenny Atlas has a faction behind him, Don Krypton has a whole league behind him with the BWO, so he might have a little bit more strings to pull from. Fake Jey Uso, I don't know. But before we go into the next match, I believe we are about to hear from the former WTF champion, Black Cat, with looks like this segment is named and called. We saw this a couple weeks ago. Reffing with the Black Cat.
Welcome to Reffing with the Black Cat, the place where every performance gets a second look and every questionable moment gets called out. Today, I'll be breaking down an artist's performance submitted by you, analyzing it frame by frame to uncover what really happened in the ring. And remember, the replay never lies. Right on cue. Let's read this message together, shall we? Dearest Black Cat, that's me. First, let me say I'm a big fan of your work. It's refreshing to see someone willing to set personal opinions aside and judge a match based on facts instead of feelings. Who knew? That's exactly why I'm asking you to review my recent WTF Championship match against the Fallen Angel. The match was promoted as a Flaming Tables match. Unless I've suddenly forgotten the rules, that means someone should have gone through a flaming table at the end of the match. Instead, I was pinned on the outside of the ring and fucked over. I ask you to review the footage without bias and with the facts leading the way. Sincerely yours, Black Cat, former WTF champion. Well, Black Cat, you've come to the right place. Let's watch the footage together, shall we? Boom!
Match.
Well, shout out to the good brothers and sisters over at 2K.
Ooh, running. That's a running elbow now. He did it with a running variation.
That's it.
Let's pause it right here. The match was advertised as a Flaming Tables match, but the ref did count to 3 on the outside. I have to side with the ref's decision on this one, and that your winner is the Fallen Angel.
Black Cat, it's time to move on and close that chapter of your career. Revolt Wrestling is full of opportunities and competitors ready to step up. Revolt has Hector Flores, Johnny Canada, Slaughterhouse, the main event Dom Bolt, Adam Smush. Only time will tell what's next for you. But knowing you, I'm sure you'll have something to say at Independence Proclamation. Until then, bye!
If you or anyone wants Black Cat to ref your match, please send all inquiries to blackcat@blackcat.com. Black Cat.
Black Cat. I mean, it was very questionable. We had Charles Robinson, of all referees. WWE 2K26 did sponsor us for that Revolt show. We had a very nice LED screen. Moving on, though, he said. So he's not going to invoke his rematch clause. Very interesting. And he gave a list. He called out Adam Smush with some gimmick infringement. I know he gets a little upset. I mean, if you watched SWA, which just me. Yeah, he doesn't like when people say bye. Even his original proteges. That theme was the best. Yeah, you 80s kids. I only touched a little bit of the 80s. I wasn't really cognizant during the 80s. We did have one more comment before I was going to get to the next match. That was a long one. Let's see what we got. Well, I'm going to let you know tonight there, Fallen Angel. I am coming for that WTF title, but I'm going to let you bring it to the ring tonight. I figured if we're going to advertise you as a pillar, considering you don't really have the best win-loss record here, I think you coming out with a championship belt solidifies why you are here. Sometimes I really don't think I'm that good at the announcing of these shows, but then I go watch other shows and, oh man, some people can barely put together some sentences, and then the words they do use, they repeat it like they have nervous tics. What a banger! So with that being said at the end of the day, let's go to our next match. We have Soulstar's Mystery Man versus the Dog. I know Quack was very invested in this. So let me make sure. I am in HSP. A lot of people thought Quack hated me. But I would just say you got worked, I guess. All right, let's go add Shane Garrison to the Revolt locker room. He will be competing in the Burn Man. I think his name is Shane. Where'd he go? Is it not Shane? Did he change his name? Yeah, people, sometimes they do their gimmick names. What is it now? Oh, yeah, Sergeant. SG. I don't even think that's SG. Who do you guys got in this? Do you guys know who Soulstar's Mystery Man is? I've been trying to figure it out. All right, there, Garrison. Get him into the chat. Let me know. Let Quack know that is up next. Yeah, Dog has not really made a lot of appearances, so I'm sure a lot of people have an invested interest in that match. So I say let's save that for the last. Let's see what the Mystery Man, Soulstar's Mystery Man, had to say in this matchup. The winner progresses in the Quack Cup. Ooh, we got some comments too. I'll play them during the promo.
Oh, Dog. Dog, where are you? I haven't even seen me cop up to say hi. And I'm still waiting for you. You're probably not even gonna show up. But that's fine, don't show up. Stay in your little dog house. Stay hidden. Cause you're just gonna stay where you need to be. In the backyard, chained up, and staying quiet like the little mutt that you are, while I continue on to go face the good old Quack. So till then, keep hiding, dog, 'cause it's alright. 'Cause if you show up, I'm gonna put you down like Lassie.
Put you down like Lassie? Lassie got put down? And I see it too. That is a little mushroom tip-ish. A little short too. The promo I'm talking about, guys. Relax. I see the fans are arguing the front row, calling the Pillar Fallen Angel not a fighting champion. It was the Seahawks. I was wondering who that was. I couldn't really tell what it was. Look at you. You're almost getting some NFL trivia. You look like somebody that appreciates some football. Are you guys familiar with the dog? The dog was the originator, pretty much, of the rebrand championship. It was called the Most Improved, and he made it the Best in Show, which now Vacant Veil holds as the King's Crown Championship. That's 3 kings in 1. At least I think he says it. But the dog is a very interesting character. If you guys have never seen him promo, he guys go against the norm of what's accepted in this game. A very loud individual too. So I'll give you guys a microphone warning or a headphone warning if you're. I know they do like the seizure warnings for for flashing lights. So definitely need a warning for the dog experience. So without any further ado, I present the dog.
They worm and they hook, guppies hold they breath. They wanna miss me when I'm tipsy, running everything west of the Mississippi. It's the unseen, pulling strings with my pinky ring. We got your woman pucker up, but we fuck her up. Bow down before I make a phone call. Got 25 niggas running up on y'all for the cheese. We want.
What's up there, Revolt? Did you miss me? It's me, good old handsome dog, and I'm a goddamn professional. So, you look at the tattoos, that means I'm legit. And the louder I get, the more excited I bet. But the thing you need to know there, Quackarino, the dog ain't playing anymore. I'm a goddamn professional. I've done this for real while you are just D&D cosplayers. It was one of the most vile competitors ever. The most hated. Yes, every ham and egger always says they were the most hated, and at some point, where's the lie? Why does everybody pretend to be so hated? Model myself as the owner of Revolt, Jimmy. Now that's a man that's truly hated. Hell, even I had him blocked, and I tried to say, maybe I am insane. Maybe the dog is insane. But here I am, Quackarino. Yes, I could have found a way to find my satchel, but I was neutered a long time ago. You would think that the storyline builds itself. I was taught by promo, E-Fed Jesus, him goddamn self. The old school. But I'm going here because I didn't graduate past grade 9. So the dog is here, and I might have been neutered, yes. I ain't what I once was, but I once was what I ever will be. And that's tucking my tail and running. But here tonight on the Quack Cup, I will step up one more time to make sure I show everybody the mental aptitude that I possess and that I don't have too many noise ordinance complaints from my goddamn neighbors, because I am here in the Quack Cup to show all y'all that I don't care which way I flip my phone. I don't wrestle no British catches can style. I'm here. Woo, I do get a little woozy as I yell, but that's just what the dog does. Maybe the dog has a little bit of rabies, but tonight, I'm humping every little pillow until that little flap underneath my legs is dry. And I will show everybody why the dog is the absolute best. Ruff, 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 ruff.
I'm going to be honest with you guys. Dog, that is the absolute worst fucking promo I've ever seen in my entire fucking life. May the entire E-Fed promo verse and the human race itself have mercy on your soul. Regardless of being sideways, your green screen absolutely sucked balls. I'm not going to sit here and dissect the words because, like, we're here to do audio visual, and you fucking suck, dude. honestly, you should never promo again. The only energy you had in that entire promo was that of a pussy. Lose some weight. You're fat. You're ugly. Your beard sucks. You're probably going to have a heart attack at some point. And the most you'll ever get over is when they do a fucking goddamn memorial show. Fuck you, dog. Your winner. Soulstar's mystery person. Anywho, so what's going on here? Quack, hater neighbors. Yeah, we're almost at over 20 views. I like when this show gets better. All right. That was pretty interesting. Is it time for intermission? Should we get to the pillars of Revolt Wrestling? Guys, if you're not sharing it, like if you guys are having fun here and you think this is like one of the better and different eFed shows out there, because like, let's be honest, for like the past like 4 or 5 years, you guys have saturated the fucking market with trash ass eFed wrestling shows that nobody gives two flying flips to tune in anymore. So if you guys like what you're watching, share. Oh, we got some more comments. Let's see what we got here. Damn, Jimmy. Oh, we got some eyeballs. I think I know that guy. I think I only know him naked with a championship belt, though. Oh yeah. That is a wild Franklin Benjamin sighting. So let's see if anybody sent me anything here. Sometimes when I leave that back door open to the arena, you never know who's going to show up. But I'm going to give a couple people some clearance codes. And like I said, this is a fatal 4-way match. The dirt sheets have been running wild, saying that certain people might potentially interfere. So that's why we have a referee. When I made this match, the pillars of Revolt, Fallen Angel, probably not the best win-loss record. But that is a man that will always get his stuff in on time. Even if he gets it in early, just to have it, he'll readdress and be like, hey, it's a day before showtime or whatever. You know what? I made it a little bit better. That's cool. There ain't nothing wrong with that. And he's also got a championship belt over his shoulder. So at the end of the day, right there, the proof is in the pudding. Then you got Slaughterhouse. Kind of like Kane. If you knew Kane's dentist, you would understand why Kane is a building block of WWE. And let's be honest, he ended up being a very important part of WWE. And that's where Slaughterhouse fits in. Dom Bolt, Mr. Main Eventer. Hasn't really found a W in a while, but has been up there head and shoulders with some of the best here in Revolt and making those matches very close. And then last but not least, we do have Dax Riot making a lot of moves here in the Promoverse. A relative newbie to this game. I think he only just celebrated 8 months in this game, 9 months, not even a full year. But with all these big names, I needed an even bigger name. And this guy's not a pillar. This guy's the foundation. This guy is your referee. This guy is Soulstar.
All right, real quick, let me go over the rules one more time. All right, I'm the official in this match, and I'm only here to count the pinfall or the submission. Capiche? And remember, what I want to see from you guys and what these people want to see or what they don't want to see is some Sesame Street, bullshit. No, we want to see some ruthless aggression. All right? But let's get this away. Hold on, one more thing. Don't forget, I'm the official, meaning I can't put my hands on you technically unless physically provoked. So don't put your hands on me. If you put your hands on me, boys, I will have no choice but to open up a can of whoop ass on you 4 stupid, dumb sons of bitches. So you know what? Enough of this yip yapping. Let's get this matchup underway. Ding, 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 ding.
All right. Well, Soulstar rings the bell, but wait, what is it? Wait a second. No.
ain't no grave can hold my body down.
Round.
Mr. McMahon, we have a problem, else.
A problem.
What do you, Mr. McMahon, we have a problem.
What
Here, they're in the parking lot.
You stay here! You stay here with Stephanie! You take me to him! Take me to the son of a bitch! Take me to him! Come on! Go, 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 go! Go, 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 go! Where's the son of a bitch? Where is he? Where are they? God, where are they?
No, get him out of here. I saw what happened last week. I'm not having that again. Get him the security out. Sorry about that, folks. If you guys missed last week's show, Gully Guns is a little bit of a problem, and I'm not having that here on my show this week, all right? I want to give the pillars a fair chance at seeing who is the true pillar of Revolt, for me to invest in. Because let's be honest, the very first card I had here in Revolt was not Kevin Wolf, Damian Wolf, I believe. I actually haven't said his name in a long time. Hope that guy's still promoing. Versus Gully Guns. That was the very first advertised main event. Gully Guns, I don't know what happened to him. And then he just shows up unannounced in that Ivy League versus the Problem match with Bojack, Dax Riot, and KTG. Not this week. I'm not having it. So now that we got the riffraff away, let's start this damn match. Fallen Angel.
The pillars of Revolt Wrestling, myself, the WTF champion, Dom Bolt, the up-and-coming superstar Dax Riot, and Slaughterhouse. What y'all guys don't know is that I bleed Revolt Wrestling. There is not a thing for this company I will not fucking do. I will put Revolt Wrestling on my back and carry it as far as I can. That is why I'm one of the pillars for this company. Now, you hear that bell dinging, that's the start of this fatal four-way. I walk up and I kick Dax Riot right in the fucking balls because he wants to say I betrayed him when he betrayed me when he started that bullshit fucking problem he's in. And then I grab a chair and I walk up, bust Slaughterhouse right in the mouth with it because I'm the man that's taking this W. And then I grab Dom Bolt and snap his arm with the chair. By the time I'm done, all of you will be laying on the ground, not knowing what the fuck just hit you. We have the 4 biggest superstars in this match. Don't ever get it twisted on who runs this company. Come at me and you better come correct. Don't forget the fall from grace.
Shit. Yo, Fallen Angel kind of coming into his zone here. He went to the top rope a little bit, a little sloppy from time to times, but he called Dax Riot an up-and-coming superstar. I don't think he meant it to be detrimental, but that's how I heard it. I kind of popped for that. Getting over his finishing too. We saw it earlier tonight in Reffing with the Black Cat. The move that he won that WTF championship with, but a really impressive outing from Fallen Angel. Build upon that. You see the confidence. There's not an effing thing he won't do for Revolt. That's the kind of guy, like I said, I could build a company around. I don't just go to other places and watch and be like, oh, wow, that guy's a good promo. Would you like to come promo for Revolt? I don't really care about your character, and I'm not really sure it's a good fit. I just need bodies. Nah, man, that's a day oneer. But yes, the cap cut, you gotta. I mean, like I said, to peel back the fourth wall curtain. You did get that out very quickly because you are still a WTF and new WTF championship. I'm sure when you first recorded it, you didn't have that championship. This is why I like to record for any of my matches like as soon as I can before a deadline, because you get all that information. So much stuff happens in EFED in the course of just a couple hours. You could start off the morning where everyone's like, oh, we're going to have Dante versus Elijah McFly, and then Matt T's doing a show talking about championship titles and whatnot that no one's sending, even though he had trouble sending. I mean, it's true. And what's also weird is like he gets mad at us when we do it, but when he does it, well, that's a horse of a different color. Folks, I present to you now, Mr. Domble. Get your popcorn and get ready and seatbelt yourself in.
Here we are, Revolt Wrestling, 4 men, Pillards match, special guest referee, Soul Star. But those 4 guys, Fallen Angel, the WTF champ, brand new, Slaughterhouse, Mr. Uninvited Guest, American Psycho, Dax Wright, and the most seen main eventer of Revolt Wrestling, Don Bolt. Now, the ref, Soulstar, has said, show me that ruthless aggression. Okay, here we go. Fallen Angel, yes, congratulations again. You're the WTF champion, something that you just won. So congratulations on winning a title that you can basically eat a hot dog and win. Maybe next time you should have a match where you eat corn the long way. But I will tell you this, sir. Out of all the people in this match, I kind of feel bad for you because I feel like you're going to be the casualty of this war. So, with that being said, I think I'm only going to break your leg. Just one. So you can hobble around and you can still defend your little title against whoever else. Whether it's a card game or an eating contest or whatever. Slaughterhouse, I want you to come on in. You don't even have to knock on the door, man. Just come on in. Bring your little hammer too. Because I got my friend too. And mine's a lot fucking bigger than yours. And when I decide to knock you in your fucking head with this guy, I'm going to break that stupid mask off of you. And show the world who you are, man. But I'm pretty sure we all already know who you are. I'm just going to reveal it. And then that leads to you, Dax. We met one other time. And basically that match kind of got thrown out, so we don't know who won. And now you decide to pair yourself up with a couple other guys and call yourself the problem. Well, guess what? I don't run away from problems. I solve them. And in this match, if you're as good as you say you are, you'll leave those 2 other guys in the back and make sure they don't interfere. But hey, I know you. I kind of do know you. I know you're going to be that little snake in the grass and probably will have them help you. So, before we get to that, I think maybe it's time to bring Sledgy back and knock you in your fucking head. Knock that stupid grin off your face. But hey, I'm going to be nice for a second here. And only give that special guest referee one piece of advice. Don't get in my fucking way when I'm making people bleed. As y'all know, that's why I wear red. So I can tell how much blood is lost on the opponent. Soul Star, just be there to count the 1, 2, 3, or when I make some little bitch tap out. You guys don't understand. You three morons don't understand that I need this more than any of you. I need this more than you, Angel, you, Slaughterhouse, and you, Riot, especially you. You don't need it. You had your time to shine, but then you lost it when it mattered the most. Slaughterhouse, you don't need this. Just be that fun little guy that we all like to hear about how much he likes to eat pigs or whatever you do. And then, Mr. Angel, you just got yourself a title. You don't need to be the face or the main pillar of Revolt. Leave it to me. And motherfuckers, let it be known and let it be said one more time. Let the summer of Bolt fucking continue.
That sledgehammer looks awfully familiar. A lot of rest holds I saw. A little bit longer of a match, kind of really wrenching in some of those maneuvers he did tonight. I don't know if I like myself without a chin strap. Really committed to the dog. I don't know why I did a green screen, but I mean, I had nothing to do. So back to the match. Dombo kind of feeling himself with these consistent main events he's had, or these big matches. Over 5 minutes and 30 seconds. That's even the old school. The way I was broken into the business, 5 minutes and 30 seconds was the limit. Now he did have an intro, so he's right there. I'm not going to disqualify him, considering I'm not the ref at Soulstar, and I don't think Soulstar went over any time limits. But let's go with the favorite now, on paper. That is Dax Riot.
Hello, Revolt Wrestling. My name is the American Psycho Dax fucking Riot. My three opponents tonight, Dom Bolt, Fallen Angel Cassifer, and finally Slaughterhouse. The three of you do not have the level of intelligence that I do in this match. You may think you look bigger than me or stronger than me or better than me, but I am smarter than the three of you combined. You could tie your heads together and you still wouldn't be on an even playing field with the American Psycho Dax fucking Riot. And the reason why is because I'm a tricky motherfucker. Because I'm a sneaky motherfucker. When you're turned to the other opponent, I will pull the kendo stick out and whack you. I will pull a chair out and put it through your fucking head. And if I really need to, I'll bring out my old friend, a machete, for the rest of you. Because at the end of the day, the true pillar of Revolt Wrestling is the American Psycho Dax fucking Riot. It will be, it always will be, and Soulstar will raise my hand because he understands the intelligence that I possess about this game, about this specific place. And after all, Soulstar is the first ever revolutionary champion. You can't have a pillar without a foundation. That's just a fucking fact. If you don't like it, if you don't like me, think about your next opponent before you step in the ring with the American Psycho, the one who's practically done it all here. I came this close to a revolutionary championship. Can the three of you say you've done that? Not fucking one of you can. Now you, Dom Bolt, you were pretty close, but it was handed to you just like every other main event. Cassifer, you're too worried about every other fucking man with a belt to be worried about this match, so I have no worries about you. And Taboo, or so sorry, Slaughterhouse, you shouldn't have stepped foot in here because the Voodoo Alliance ran strong and you just didn't have your fucking head in it, so you became something like Slaughterhouse. Bring out the Taboo, bitch.
Whoa. That's very interesting that he nailed who, well, I don't know who Taboo is, but that he nailed, whoa. That guy's really hot. Yeah, there's a lot of wolves in this game. I don't know who's the favorite right now. Who are you guys liking so much? Whose match is this before we see slaughterhouses? Dombo covered a lot. Like, he covered a lot. But Dax Riot, I think Dax Riot had the best overall start to finish promo. The music works. We're in the entertainment business, pal. So you got to keep it. As we jump over 20 viewers, you got to love it. Now the haters will run and leave. Oh, crap. We can't watch it live. We can't let them know that there's this many people watching. So folks in the comments, let us know who you think is winning, or pay close attention, because now Slaughterhouse.
Revolt Wrestling! It's one. It's the only. It's Mr. Uninvited Guest. And we hear a knock at the door. Don't bother answering it. Because it's Slaughterhouse. And I'm already inside your house. While you're sleeping on your nice little warm bed, I'm creeping. I'm going through your underwear drawer. I'm a-sniffing. I'm going to eat your leftover pizza. And I'm going to watch your Netflix. That's how you know I was already there. And tonight, Dombolt. This guy's a champion, everyone. You can't take it away from him. He's put the work in. He's done it. Good for you. Yeah. But guess what? You have a hater. It's not some guy in the third row. Slaughterhouse hates you. He don't like you. He don't need you. And he's going to smash you tonight. I can sit here and tell you I'm going to close on you. I'm going to suplex you. I'm going to kick you in the teeth. I brought you here. And tonight I'm going to be your teacher. Almost like your pilot. Co-pilot, yes. We had some unruly guests in the back seat. I'll take care of them. And that's what I'm going to do tonight. I'm going to take care of you, Dombolt. I'm going to run you over like a freight train. And then we get the full angel. I'm going to clip your wings, boy. And you know what? I could say I'm going to send you to hell. But guess what? I've already seen your promos. We are already in hell because you suck. Sometimes the truth is a hard pill to swallow. Swallow that, motherfucker. And then we got Dax Riot. Quiet, Dax Riot! It's time you get a bath, boy. Stop it! I'm afraid of salt. Quiet, Dax Riot! It's time to brush your teeth. Stop it! I like the yellow. Dax Riot! What? It's time to cut your hair. I'm gonna cut the grease off your head. You dirty, pathetic motherfucker. I try to direct you out of here. Go get a job. This shit ain't working for you. Well, tonight, I'm gonna beat your death, son. And it's not gonna be nice. And I'm gonna hit you hard. I'm gonna hit all three of you hard. And then we had a little midget who's in town. He's directing traffic tonight. Soul Star. I'm gonna beat the shit out of you too. Because I don't like you, motherfucker. Revolt Wrestling. Sometimes you gotta pay the piper. And tonight, I'm collecting for him. Tonight, me and Junior, we're gonna kick ass and take names. See you soon, Revolt Wrestling. We're gonna rain applause. Slaughterhouse. He's here in the house. See you soon, boys.
We saw everybody kind of bring a weapon to the ring besides Dax Riot, yet it was very interesting that Gully Guns was just happened to be backstage watching, getting ready. It almost reminded me of Game of Thrones, the Red Wedding, when they saw the chain mail. Like, why is he like prepared for war? He's not just backstage as a simple fan. So what happened out there? I mean, fans, I have no on-air judges. It's so funny. There's one person on screen, yet out of all EFED shows, this is like we're right at 20 viewers across all different platforms. So that's pretty wild. I learned this one from a certain king. I think we saw Fallen Angel as he had a rest hold. Actually, maybe a good solid choke. I saw Dax Riot maybe thinking about tapping out the Dom Bolt. We saw Fallen Angel take his championship belt, that WTF title, smack Dom Bolt in the back of the head. And you saw Dom Bolt kind of reach and crawl as he's holding the back of his head for his sledgehammer. And Slaughterhouse picked it up with a big smash to the back of Dom Bolt. And I think all three of them kind of took Dom Bolt and threw him over the top rope. Dax Riot looks for one of his big maneuvers, but like I said, Fallen Angel, not the same Fallen Angel that debuted a couple months ago, kind of dodged Dax Riot's attack. Like I said, Fallen Angel kind of giving his video at the very last second, kind of absorbing all the story, as Dax Riot's kind of been spreading himself out there a little bit, but still a constant professional, making sure he got his stuff in. But I feel like Slaughterhouse, and especially with Fallen Angel saying up and coming superstar to Dax Riot, I feel like they double teamed Dax Riot, and Dax Riot kind of got tossed outside. Now I see Fallen Angel and Slaughterhouse just battling it back and forth. Your winner. Yeah! By the power invested in me and only me. It was entertaining. It was interesting. It was close. I think you saw Dax Riot still get back in the ring, throw Fallen Angel out of there. But Fallen Angel hits the rope and clothesline, an elbow. And Dax Riot goes back down. But Slaughterhouse grabs by the back of the hair. The little bit, he does grow his hair and his facial hair very quickly. Puts him right in that Scorpion Death Drop. Drops him down with the meat grinder. Your winner, Slaughterhouse. Winner of the Pillar of Revolt. That's a very interesting. Now, social media entertainment, because there's an SM. I don't know who that is. Very interesting. Slaughterhouse taking it there. That's not who I would have had. That was a very good matchup. Dom Bolt kind of throwing a lot of people around, just putting them in bear hugs, chin locks, really taking his time out there. And he had a sledgehammer that he was flailing around, but I don't think he really hit anybody. I think that was the big issue. I think if Dom Bolt would have hit some people with that sledgehammer, we might have seen a different result out there. But before I check my DMs, let's clear the palate. We still have the second half of the Quack Cup. I think we are going to go now to Triple M, the revolutionary champion, the top dog here in Revolt. We just saw him beat Deviant in the 2K presentation earlier this week. Oh, thank you there, Brain. Conspicuous by your absence, the Brain. I did see he presented a new contract on my table. We'll have to check that out. But Slaughterhouse, that's interesting. I'm definitely excited to see where Slaughterhouse goes with that moniker. But back to Quack Cup. Triple M, the Revolutionary Champion, taking on Karate Joe. I don't think we've seen Karate Joe here on Revolt. We've seen him compete in the Burn Man Rumble Gauntlets. Since I'm even talking about Burn Man, just in case some people do get a little upset. So let's just make sure. We haven't seen Burn Man yet tonight, but you never know if he'll show up. So in case he does, warning, the following program. Well, it doesn't. We don't know if it does. So you guys can read that to yourself. But while we're here, we'll do a cool little triple. I mean, this is our champion. The champion should get some home turf advantage with his own background. Too late now. No, it's not. No, it's not. Because Shady, I invented being shady because before this match starts, I invented Shady. And no entrance music. He just makes his way to the front row. What is this?
Yes. It looks like we're about to have ourselves a very, very fun night. Tons of actions that I can sink my beak into and throw up my popcorn about. But the one match that intrigues me, that catches my eyes, is the one between Karate Joe and the revolutionary world heavyweight champion, Triple M. And yes, as last time I do have myself the front row. Screw you, green shirt smiley man! I will grab you by that chin strap and put you into the rivers of revelation till the bubbles rise up. But yes, I shall enjoy the show.
Why is Crow taking an invested interest? What to the shady people out there? There's a reason why I'm one of the greatest minds in this fucking game. Just watch the whole fucking show. All right. Why is Crow? Crow's been making some interesting times that he pops in to really check out what's going on. And if you're going to scout somebody, scouting the Revolt champion is probably a smart move. He is that is Hector Flores. He is asking from one burial to the next, and it's crazy how things do play out because in another time zone that fatal 4-way match could be something else. But I am amazed. But what is this? Hector Flores asking. We see that if you can't see that cross, that has Johnny Canada on it. I'm not really sure what that's about, but let's get Triple M background back on. That is our champion, Triple M. Get the background back. All right, guys. Revolt. Fans are chanting Revolt right now before the match even starts. So, without any further ado, hopefully I've only said that a couple times tonight, I present you the Revolt champion, Triple M.
Revolt! It's the Cup of Quack, the Quack of Cup. You better watch out. Whoever wins all of this will face Quack himself. And if my brain isn't foggy enough, by G. Willikers, Quack's never beaten me, so what if I actually win this entire thing and then Tiddlywinks, Quack gets a chance to beat me, a man he just can't defeat, overcome. The adversity is too great. Let's face it, I am who I am, and you know exactly who I am. If I'm banned from Japan, whether my hand is raised all across the land, and I speed it up and I slow it down, and nobody really gives a fuck about the sound that emanates from beneath your body when you get hit with a pop-up German suplex to land of the rising sun, Karate Joe. Yes, I can pick you up. You're not that heavy, or it's the competitors that you have faced aren't strong enough. Imagine that. But Karate Joe, you may know karate, but I know crazy. and psychotic and menstrual blood poured down your throat. Where'd I get that from? Nobody knows for sure, but I will tell you this, every single last one of you, Karate Joe. If Mr. Miyagi didn't teach you in the Cobra Kai dojo, then I'm sorry. You're gonna have to die.
What? Yo, Triple M. See, Triple M travels the world learning this craft. You've heard of people do lucha libre. People do the British style, catch as can wrestling, hard style over there in the Far East. American sports entertainment. Triple M is a double, triple, quadruple. What's 5? 6. I don't know any of these. God dang, you're a bad guy. Oh, see on camera. Oh, don't look at that. See on camera, you don't really know what that is. It's a bump. All right, Triple M, you are very unpredictable. I got to give that to you. I would not have expected that kind of approach. You know karate. I know crazy. Oh wait, no, that's not what we do here. I'm sorry. I forgot it in EFED. Your music was a little loud. You had your green. You should invest in a new green screen. And you don't talk to me enough in my DMs. And I think I heard a chipmunk in the background. Nah, man. You went out there with a certain style and you nailed it. Karate Joe is going to do a little bit of comedy kung fu, probably. A little drunken monkey style. And who am I swaying? It's just me swaying myself. That sounds a little weird. I don't know if it's a pause, no ditty. So let me stop swaying myself and see what Karate Joe had to say.
Here we are at the Quack Cup. Quack, quack, motherfucker. It's Mr. 100% Wagyu beef. The stuff you have to order over the counter. I'm just too good. Think I'm looking good. That's what all the fortune cookies say. It's Karate Joe! They made it from Japan. And tonight, I think he's gonna face some guy named Triple M. This guy's a bad motherfucker. There's all kinds of people here. You got your Hector Flores. This motherfucker's in the back, acting like he's fucking tough like he always does. There's some guy named, well, give me a second, I'm on the spot right now. Don Krypton? Listen here, motherfucker. You ain't no fucking Superman. There's another guy here. I can't remember everyone on the card, so excuse me. You're not important enough. Now, Soulstar, that cute card reading motherfucker, he's here tonight. Now, somebody in the back might say, well, he's not focusing on the match. Motherfucker, when you're here and you pop on my fucking screen, you're all against me. All right? You're all enemy of fucking Karate Joe. So it doesn't matter who the fuck you are. My focus is on fucking Triple M. Triple M. Plain and simple. You're a fucking fast talker. You're a fucking used car salesman, motherfucker. You can fucking sell me fucking sucking my own fucking dick. That's how fucking good you really fucking are. Hey, you want to suck your own dick? Well, sure. I've never tried before, but I'm a kind of a strong guy. We're all from Japan. You give me $50 and you start sucking yourself. That's what kind of this guy does. He's a fucking shyster. Well, guess what, motherfucker? I'm not sucking my own dick. I'm not sucking your dick. I'm gonna kick you right in the fucking dick. Right in the fucking dirt, motherfucker. I'm gonna choke you fucking out. Rip your fucking mask off. That's what's gonna happen. And if anybody else wants to jump in, like I said your name before, well then, you can get choked out. Because, just like the song says, let's say it. He sure is. His name's Karate Joe. Quack, 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 motherfucker. I'm ready for the Quack Cup. The only cup that actually matters. See you soon, motherfuckers. Banzai.
Karate Joe, you are a crazy mofo as well, sir. Talk about being a good dance partner. But you did a good job at doing it, but it doesn't help you in a judge performance. You put your opponent over, and you put him over very well. Whoa! That was Mad T's favorite wrestler like a year ago. Now he doesn't even mention your name. God, don't hate me. I'm just calling the action, guys. Like, it's crazy that people don't want me to work in their league when I'm Rain Man and I remember everything there is to do in this freaking game. But thanks for stopping in. Now I probably just ran you away. Fuck this Jimmy guy. Or comment. Are you there? Darko, are you still there? Did I spook you? Oh, Scott Hahn, I'm talking about you on air on my own show, so I'm actually putting you over. It's called Working the Workers. Who we got over here? Not a bad show. Oh, thank you, man. Why, do you watch some bad shows? There's some bad shows out there. Interesting approach by Karate Joe. The fans getting distracted by the fans potentially, talking about other wrestlers. I think Karate Joe, he blocked and defended and hit some nice flashy karate kicks. Best of Rounds blatantly copyrighted. Hopefully it was buried deep beneath all the what ta and he got a little sexual in the middle of that promo there, Karate Joe. It would be nice if I had some other people to talk to help me judge. But I'm one of the most hated people in EFED. I don't know why. I guess I'm just that much quicker at talking, even with all the other handicap and devices, whatnot. When people get in a live situation with me, they just don't really have the repertoire or the arsenal to keep up with me verbally. Hey, it happens to the best of us. And I get it, man. Your winner and revolutionary champion. That's not on the defense here, but still, he is your revolutionary champion. And moving on in the Quack Cup. Triple M. Good effort by Karate Joe, but I think Karate Joe, that was a kamikaze mission, if I do say so myself. But all right, we made it here. It's main event time in an hour and 12 minutes. Man, if that Dr. Quack guy could see me now. Oh, wait, I'm in the Blokiverse. Quack can see me now. He's my friend. Hell, this is the Quack Cup. That was a year ago that Quack didn't like me and would jump on these things and make fun of everything I do. And now he sees I'm quite the booker, on-air talent, even do a good promo to get myself over or to mimic somebody. But here we go. All right, let's breathe. I got time to work with this. So the main event for this particular match and this particular card, I'll show the background because we have it there. Hector Flores versus Johnny Canada. There's only so many things for sure in this world. Death, taxes, and that no matter what league you join in, there's the tale to be told, or it was already told, of Johnny Canada versus Hector Flores. That feud is eternal. If there's any Lost fans, the good and the bad, I think it was one of the couple last seasons. The one guy, he was the Rita's original husband from Dexter, Rita's husband, that actor. And then that other Italian-looking Kasusian guy, they I'm so going to kill you. They're just sitting. The Lost began an episode. It was good and evil, and they were just sitting there. And that rivalry, this is Yankees versus Red Sox. This is Superman versus Joker. There's some nationality going into this. All North American. Who runs North America? This world right now. I mean, he asked for it. I'm somebody that when they say, "Hey, play this," if I catch it in time, or you don't give me a very soft spoken, that's like, oh, okay, he doesn't really want to do it. And then he watches my show and is like, oh yeah, Jimmy's really good at this. I do want to participate. And then there's other commentators that are making a big name for themselves. So all right. Whoo, the stream is still going. The things we do for our blue chippers here. All right. Invite guests. Because I also do this on my laptop. I'm not a rookie like some of the other people that do this game, do it all on their cell phone. And I can't hear you. hey, can anybody hear this guy? Because I can't hear him. And it's like you're on live TV, and they just sit there. It's like the same people that have cut more than one promo, and they don't know where to look in the camera. Like, how's that happen? And how do people still not know how to cut off cap cut? I feel like that's the world messing with us. It's called literally cap cut, and people aren't cutting. If you guys can see me, I can't see me. So if I'm making weird faces. But I am going to let somebody join us, because I don't want to have to judge this main event myself. I want this to have a true finish here, because let's be honest, Johnny Canada and Hector Flores are both flourishing right now. These are people that were written off. No, I want this before I send this. Like, they're like, I set up a show a whole entire week just because, like, you get and watch my show and you want immediate gratification. I run this fucker, all right? That goes to every one of you guys. I'm the best. I'm the king. Your very fate is in my hands. All right, now that I got that out of the way. Johnny Canada, Hector Flores. Just watching you guys the past, look, like, I think it started late 2025 for both of you. You guys are on some fucking runs, man. And let's be honest, if we were all video game characters and whatnot, your overalls would not been that high last year. That video game of eFed Wrestling gets made now. You guys got some high overalls. I don't know who's the favorite going into this match. I would love to hear from the double-digit viewers we have. We're almost at 20 viewers. This is a pretty serious rivalry. And I'm not just hyping this up. These are two people with impressive win-loss records in comp. That's what we're all doing here. We all like wrestling, but the game we're playing is comp, which is competitive. That's just what the cool kids say. They call it comp. It's where we come out here and we do promos, and they are judged by whoever's on screen, and they dictate a winner. And they can use, sometimes there's point systems, sometimes it's just a yay or nay. Sometimes they just like somebody and they find a reason to hate the other person and make it not as shady who won. But I'll send out the link now that I got that out. Guys, in the comments down below, who you think's going to win? All right. And you know what? If you're in my Revolt locker room, well, that's definitely not the... there it is, StreamYard. Copy. I'll share it in my locker room. And I'll share it to the guy that asked for it. I think that's fair. Hey, guys, I'm a fair boss. As much as you see me go on these crazy rants, I want to e-fed with you guys. If you're ever watching a show, you can attempt to send me stuff, and I'll play it. I'll find a way to fit it in. Or you could hit me up after the show. Wow, the first person, Mr. Sleepy Pants. All right, you're a champion. No. I'm acknowledging you. You can say it. WTF champion, Angel in the house. We are about to introduce somebody else to this stage real quick. But Fallen Angel, good 10 seconds to introduce yourself. What do you got to say?
I'm the the WTF champion, the Fallen Angel, and I just went through hell in that Pillars match.
Yeah. You did get pinned. Slaughterhouse did pull you by a little bit. You should have shaved your head a little bit more. Your hair grows out really fast.
It does.
He grabbed you by the scruff. All right, you can sit back down. I just getting the tour of your house real quick. All right, what the F is this? Kobe!
Surprise. What's going on, fellas? Revolt Wrestling. What's up?
Hey, you chill out. I just threw Gully Guns the hell out of this arena. I had security escort him out. He was watching that Fatal 4-Way
really
too closely.
Okay.
I see you're in the performance zone right now. You're at our training gym here in Revolt, which is a couple blocks away from the arena. So thank you for joining in via satellite, Hollywood. You win 2 matches and you think you're the coolest. You might be like this Fallen Angel guy with a championship belt. Look at these 2 guys on screen with me right now, thinking they're the hot stuff right now.
Hey, man. I mean, it is what it is, man. We out here putting in work. The Fallen Angel going crazy.
Mm-hmm. Well, this is going to be a crazy matchup. Kobe, as a relative newcomer that a lot of people do, I think, already appreciate your style in the ring. I think people would appreciate your opinion. Who do you got in this matchup? Hector Flores or Johnny Canada? I know you at least seen a little bit from both these guys.
Okay. I don't know, man. Hector Flores is a really, really good storyteller. I've seen some of his stuff. Johnny Canada also. I know he doesn't really do a lot of the music, but he talks straight to the camera, and he has a lot of meaning in what he says. He gets straight to the point. So I think this is a great matchup. I think it's going to be a classic.
I think what a lot of people, because Johnny Canada visually in the appearance, I'll address the muskrat in the room. He's Canadian. He has the South Park. He talks a little. He reminds me a lot of Chris Jericho 2009, where he's almost like kind of intellectually talking down to you a smidge. Now he doesn't have Jericho's look with the cool spiky hair. That was Jericho in his prime. But Hector Flores is on a pretty nasty run right now. A little bit more impressive than Johnny Canada. Fallen Angel, who are you liking in this matchup?
I gotta go with my boy Hector Flores. He's had Johnny's number the past few times, and he's on a tear. You can't mess with the list of Flores.
Fair enough. Kobe, you see the front row over here in the audience. What do you think about
I can see it. I can see it. And I don't want to make it about that. I want to get to the main event. I don't want to but I will stay the brain. I know you were tired, man. After that matchup against the Unfiltered, I thought you were done because I was down to do that match. The Mindbreaker versus the spiritual mercenary himself. I'm down for it. You know what I mean? The other guy, I'll see what he says. If he's down for it, then maybe we can make it happen.
The other guy. Oh, yeah. You're doing the little dual personality. Speaking of that, I already saw you do it on the fly, sir, where you said, I'm not going to say anything right now. We got a main event. And then you gave us the teaser for the match. Well done. I appreciate that kind of maneuver. But I guess
No. I wanted to say one more thing about the match. One more thing about Johnny Canada. I appreciate him because, a lot of guys don't really know how to cut a promo with like no effects and no music. They kind of lean on the music and the dramatics, but it's rare that you have a guy that can speak to the camera and keep you engaged and interested in what you're saying. So that's really impressive. That's not easy to do, y'all. A lot of guys, they have the dramatics and the cool looks, but when you're able to talk in the camera and keep me compelled and keep me interested in what you're saying, that's a whole different level of artist. Like that's an artist. That's a promo artist.
Fair enough. Two pro tips as I add the other person. I'll give him a proper introduction. You know what? I'll finish my rant real quick. Sorry, there. It's my show, and you still got to recover a little bit over there. I saw you wrestled a long time down there, sir, in the backstage area. I like to. I mean, you can cut a promo with the music literally playing as you're doing it. And sometimes you can feel the music, but chances are if you know the song, it's probably be copyrighted. I feel like when you go with a slower approach, and there's a lot more of a break in between your cadences, that's maybe where you add the music. But if you're on a good one, if you're on a good rant, don't add the music. Kind of have to. That's where you have to kind of watch your promo over again and kind of see if it does need some editing. Not all promos need editing. Some promos need a lot of editing. Speaking of editing, Dumble, how you holding up there, man? You got the rough end of that stick over there in that 4-way match.
Yeah. Fucking sledgehammers, am I right? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They used yours against you too. But are you showing up to give and stand on your soapbox and talk to us? Or are you just here to do your diligence and help us judge the main event? What brings you to the to cameras here?
I'll say one thing about me, and then we'll go straight to the match thing.
Okay.
You can't have the main event scene without the main eventer.
Wow. Way to interesting. Now, since you are here.
I see you, Dax. I see you, man.
Yeah, he's thrown out. That was like a little bit of the wolf pack over there. You see that little too sweet over there action with Colby, not KTG, Colby, and Dax over there talking.
Dombo, what's going on, man?
Oh, Mr. Nice Guy Colby, how are you?
Hey, man. How you doing, man? I'm doing great, man.
Hey, Dombo, snapping the arm was nothing personal.
I'm in the Revolt Wrestling Performance Center right now, getting prepared, Got to stay loose, got to stay active. Movement is medicine, y'all. Movement is medicine.
Yeah. Well, like I was told, I guess I was so long-winded. I was the Iron Man of that Pillars match, if you did not hear. So, broken arm or not, Fallen Angel, that's a little shiny title that I might just have to take off you soon.
Yeah. You guys, so this is going to be an incredible main event. I don't know where Jimmy went, but there he goes.
I'm always around.
Right there.
I have to run like I'm the one that runs the bicycle to keep the electricity here. Like, I do this all by myself. You guys just get the pleasure of joining whenever you want. I run Revolt top to bottom.
Is that why they call you Gerbil?
Some people call me Gerbil. There's a weird enunciation of Gable, but I just want you guys to direct your attention to the greatest entertainer of the entire existence, Clark Gable, and one of the best combative athletes, Dan Gable, and now Gable Stevenson debuting in the UFC. My name sake does precede me, but people do call me Gerbil. Dumbo, I have a better question for you, sir.
Yeah.
So I've been in this game for quite a while. I've watched a lot of people transfer. I'm gonna peel it back again. Why the hell are your videos that have what we can tell no editing the biggest capacity? Are you just packing heat underneath there? What is going on here?
Just seems the only way I can get my shit into you is that way.
Way to keep the pause going on a full fast forward on that statement. But it is really wild. No one's it's vastly how much bigger and more gigabytes your stuff is. Are you AI? I feel like Dombolt looks like a badass, big ass motherfucker at Dakota Karate Joe. I don't know if he's 6'4", 6'5", but do you think he's just a little 5'11" midget and he's using filters and I don't know. Let's get to the main. Let's get it
going. Let's get it going. I'm ready.
All right, I'm going to start off. I'm going to flip the switch a little bit. I'm going to let Hector Flores, who I think the favorite is on paper, I'm going to let him set the tone and see if Johnny Canada can step up and take out Hector Flores. So, let's see.
That's a great idea.
By God, the great.
Hector Flores. Hector Flores. From underdog to undeniable.
First round of the prestigious Quack Cup, where the winner not only gets bragging rights, but also has the honor of being one of Quack's last opponents. With that being said, though, really? Again? What the actual fuck? Is there anyone else in this promo universe that I can go up against aside from lame ass Johnny I Suck Canada? Seriously, give me AEP, give me Soulstar, hell, even Rockstar would be an improvement at this point. I've lost count how many fucking times I've beaten Johnny Canada to a pulp and left him for dead. Am I being punked? Is this a prank, seeing how many times we can have Hector by God Flores face Johnny Canada and watch Hector go insane after the 10th time beating Johnny Canada? I'm gonna pull a Brock Lesnar and get myself a custom shirt. Arrive, beat up Johnny Canada, win, repeat. Arrive, beat up Johnny Canada, win, repeat. Over and over and over again. No matter how much you're told that you're good, no matter who tells you you are on my level, you'll never be better than me. You've always have and you always will play second fiddle to me, you piece of shit. I'm sick and tired of having to see your stupid ass face, hearing you mention my name, and following me around everywhere I go. After I beat you yet again, I'm moving on. In this prestigious Quack Cup, your name will once again be put on my list, and you'll be left in obscurity. And just in case there's a small false sense of hope that you stand a chance, I have a very special message from someone y'all might recognize.
I'm going to see a trend here. The second match, we had Hector Flores taking on Johnny Canada the third time around. And honestly, WGP, what are you thinking? You really want to book this again? I know that this match, he got, ventriloquist out there. Basically, somebody else was covering his voice, and doing it for Johnny Canada. We're going to run this match back again. Match back again. Please stop. Please. Please stop. Please. God, do us all a favor. Do me a favor. If you care about me doing these, stop booking these matches over and over and over and over and over and over again. Please. Because I would like to see Hector Flores go against some other competition. I would. That's my honest opinion. Because that guy is actually improving. He really is. Johnny Canada, not so much. And frankly, whatever matches he's going to do that I got to cover, I will. But I'm not going to be thrilled about it. I'm just going to tell you that. I need to see some better stuff out of him. Hector Flores, I think, facing hell, put him against an AEP. Hell, put him against a Tyler Drummond.
What?
Oh.
What?
Yeah, Kobe, what are you thinking out there?
I did not like that ending. Was it supposed to cut like that? What the hell?
I would have. I don't want to sway, but I mean, we're all here, and it is what it is. And you're bringing attention to it. I feel like he should have came back on screen and gave a proper send off. That was just a little abrupt. Dombo, as somebody that's been in the main event plenty of times here in Revolt, what do you think about what you just saw?
So again, I don't know why this always happens after a promo, but I did not hear what Colby said. His audio's off on for me.
Okay, fair enough. No. We're good. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but if Colby was mentioning how that ended and Hector did not jump back on, I agree with that. Hector should be the one to finish his promo, not somebody else.
But if there's any appropriate time to just use past footage, and we saw, this is something that's interesting in the promo game. You can kind of run interference in the comments, especially in a show that shows the comments. We saw Johnny Canada in the front row that held a sign. That was from a year ago. But this is the Quack's Cup. So if you're going to show something that was said a year ago, it being from Quack, yeah. I do like it. But I think all three of us, it needed that last punctuation. I think it's safe to assume and say out loud, Johnny Canada is in the running right now to potentially take this match, with Hector Flores potentially dropping the ball at the end of that.
Yeah. Honestly,
absolutely.
I don't want to cut nobody off.
You're good, Kobe.
To be honest, I think Johnny Canada has an advantage right now. If he comes out and does what he usually does, it's going to be very scary because, in my opinion, I thought that Hector promo, I thought it could have did without that. If you're going to show a few seconds of footage from back then, only show a few seconds. He showed a whole sermon of that took away from the promo. It could have did without that. That's my personal opinion. I wish Hector just could have came out and did what he usually does and attacked, got in the match, and got straight to it. But he tried to use that and to give him a leg up. In my opinion, it didn't do anything for the promo. But let's see what happens.
So, Dombo, to translate something I kind of agree with, to put it in Cliff Notes, what Hector Flores did at the end of that promo, that could have been something for a hype. I don't think the promo was the appropriate time to potentially do that or come back on. Now, if Quack was a judge for this match, maybe it would have hit a little bit better, but Quack's nowhere to be seen on air. So, Dombo, before I play Johnny Canada, anything to tell the audience at home?
So, like I said, it was okay. So, if you're going to use past, great. Hector still should have finished it because Hector is good enough by himself.
Hector hasn't lost a match in a while. He even won a multi-man match that had a lot of people. He is on a fucking tear right now in Revolt.
Absolutely. And unfortunately, I was one of those people that took an L for, against Hector.
Recently.
Yes.
And
So-
let's not be, regardless of win-loss record, Hector Flores already cashed in his number one contendership match. So regardless of a loss here in the Quack Cup, he has challenged Vacant Veil. Now, Vacant Veil, this is the last show before the pay-per-view. Independence Proclamation. Both you guys aren't booked. Ivy League, there was dirt sheets being mentioned that they were going to announce something tonight, and conspicuous by their absence, the Ivy League. So like the card's going to be up in like a day or two. So Ivy League, if you're watching, check us out. Dombo, I've been pondering some stuff for both you guys. I mean, Kobe, I don't know if I can call you KTG. Dombo, I know I can call you Dombo. Yeah, no, concurred. But let's not go too on to this. I'd love to finish this in 2 hours. Johnny Canada. This is very interesting. What was that, Kobe?
No, because I'm sorry. I'm just still trying to analyze the Hector promo, because it was like it was going good. Like I was watching, I was listening to what he was saying, and I'm not trying to be like a super critique or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just going off of what I say. I try to be as transparent as I can. But even if you're going to use old footage, it's not like we even got the full video. It cut midway through.
Yes.
So I didn't even. Yeah, it just cut off. So it was like it just ended abruptly.
I saw
so
too.
Like,
so I had to capture that also from WeTransfer, where I screen grab it, and I'm like, oh wow, it really ended there. So I got to watch that whole promo already ahead of time. This was not my first watch. Johnny Canada, I only watched the first 20 seconds. I've not watched Johnny Canada all the way through. Kobe, I'm going to give you another pro tip. When people have been in this game long enough, they start doing their promos where they don't try to have a match with their opponent. They just say how much better they are, how much beneath them their opponent is, how it's not worth their time. And Johnny Canada, I've already seen, he's no longer the underdog. He really is becoming kind of a dynasty a little bit in this game. And he's kind of feeling himself. It's a hard balance to promo where you're still the underdog and you can get that kind of heat and still come out with that elite presence where people are like, oh, that's the man right there. So I don't know. That's just my own opinion. So if you guys are ready, let's see.
You said a key word.
What's the key word?
You said a key word, Jimmy. When it comes to Canada, he is elite.
Oh, I haven't watched that show yet. I was busy putting this whole thing together. So, anywho, guys, by God, Johnny Canada, the immortal presence, mean the irresistible force.
Revolt Wrestling. It's time for the first round of the Quack Cup. Johnny Canada, Hector Flores, two names that have been intertwined in this promoverse ever since I started in this game. Two names that will always be intertwined because Hector and I, we have a mutual respect for one another, but we are also always going to be on that collision course. Nothing's going to change that. Now, Hector, I'll admit, you've had some big wins over me. But most of those were back when I was just starting, still learning how to do this. Over the last year, I've gotten better and better every time I've come out here. And now, it's time that Revolt and the Quack Cup realize just how good Johnny Canada is. Hector, you've improved a lot. I will give you your dues. You are one of the most improved people in this promo game. There is no question. But when it comes to this match, Hector, I'm simply gonna run straight fucking through you. Because Hector, This is important to me. This is a man that helped shape my early career. His feedback gave me a lot of things and helped me to make a lot of changes that I've made over the last couple of years. So Hector, I hope you're ready, because I know you're going to come out here, you're going to use every tool that you have in your toolbox, and quite simply, it's not going to be enough, because I know what you're like, Hector. You're a slow, mundane promo artist that a lot of people simply turn off when you show up. But Hector, you have been improving. I will give you that. But here in the Quack Cup, that's not going to matter. Johnny Canada is getting the victory and moving on in this tournament. And Hector, there's quite simply nothing that you can fucking do about it. I hope that you're ready and you understand what this means, because Johnny Canada is ready, and there's nothing that you or anybody else is going to be able to do to stop me.
Oh.
Dumbo, you know what, Dumbo? I'm going to let you take the lead here. What'd you see out there?
Ha! Oh, Mr. Canada. Man, he's really something. So, I tell you what. And it was something that floated in the little audience during that. Yeah, Canada he didn't boast himself that he was he was better than Hector. But I think Johnny brought it better than Hector tonight.
Kobe. Kate. No, just Kobe. Period. What'd you see out there?
Now I don't know what this comment was about this being a hype. I don't know if that's true, but even if it is, I thought Johnny Canada won in the first 30 seconds, only because I thought his approach was a lot better. He went straight. It felt like it was an actual match. He went straight at Hector Flores, and to be honest, overall, I just thought it was a better project. I thought it was a better promo, and yeah.
You know what? I'll address this. So now that's a load of bullshit. That was the same thing. The hypes aren't judged. What I would look at as hypes, what I want to do here is I'm in the live TV business, pal. It's these shows. The hypes are to make sure you guys have certain things to interact with. That's actually a friendly handshake. If I have a match with Kobe, I want him to, even though Kobe doesn't wrestle, it's KTG. If I were to have a match,
I'm a wrestler.
Oh, you wrestle? Well, if we wrestled,
I wrestle a little bit.
Oh, you do the graps in the IRL?
Yes. No, I don't. Well, no, I used to be a backyard wrestler, but
ooh, you yarded. What was your finishing move? But then
it was a spinning sidewalk slam.
What'd you call it?
For the greater good.
Oh, for the greater good, a spinning sidewalk slam. Dombo, what was your move? Dombo, he got his Eagle Scout badge. He progressed past backyard. Or if that was backyard, those clips you showed me, you guys drew a good house. What was your finishing move there, Don Bolt?
So mine was called the Big Bolt Slam, similar to the Black Hole Slam that Abyss used.
Ooh, I kind of like it. I think I may need to make you in 2K26. Actually, this sounded really cool. So Triple M's move from the top rope, and he's the Revolutionary Champion. Feel free to talk about it. One of his biggest moves he does is the vertebreaker off the top rope, which sounds like the most dangerous freaking move I've ever heard in my entire life. The Gringo Killer, Homicide did it. Shane Helms did it.
Yeah.
I don't know who else does it. Very dangerous. Even just in a regular position off the top rope. I don't even know how you get in that spot. Before I give my opinion, I don't want to sway anybody. Kobe already kind of said, but let's get a definitive answer. Kobe, who are you going with?
Can you guys still hear me?
Absolutely. Don Bolt can't, but it's the audience that matters. Don Bolt can go lint some lick some lint. Never mind. It sounded funnier in my head. Don't worry about it. I apologize, Don Bolt.
So
No, Kobe's going to give us his opinion. He's about to say.
okay.
Kobe was actually being a gentleman, saying he wanted to make sure he didn't, if you could hear him. So, Kobe, who did you see winning that match out there?
Can you guys still hear me?
I can hear you, Kobe. Can you hear me?
Okay. All right. Yeah, because my connection. Yeah, I can hear you guys. So, like I said, yeah. So I have Johnny Canada taking the win here.
Ooh.
And the reason why I say that, can I just give a quick?
Absolutely. We got 15 minutes.
And the reason why I say that is, I really feel like that Quack thing really ruined the promo on Hector's part. I feel like it was not needed. It was unnecessary. And then if you were going to use those type of tools and really pull that out the bag, at least let the full length play. We cut it abruptly like that, and that's just like, you know what I mean? I have Johnny Canada. I prefer Johnny Canada's approach to this match.
I'm sure the match segment, if you listen more, it probably was dropped because that was probably not. That wasn't from a promo. That was from a long-winded talk show. Not long-winded. That sounded a little rough, but I do like that Don Bolt can't hear your opinion. Don Bolt, what'd you see out there?
So let me ask something before.
Absolutely, we're good.
A lot of people were saying, was that a hype that Canada did that he already posted prior?
No, so I think so Hector Flores, that's Hector Flores running interference in the comments. He is saying what he said in that promo is the same stuff he said in the hype. So if that's the case, Hector Flores, I'm going to give you another pro tip. You should have used what he used in his hype and fucking eviscerated him then. If you knew everything he was going to say and he reiterated from the hype, that's where you had the advantage on him, but you didn't do what you did in your hype. And from what I'm seeing, that could have potentially cost you. So, Don Bolt, do you have a winner?
Okay. I wanted to be clear on that because if that was just a duplicate, then hands down, I'm picking Hector. Now,
oh my God, no, wait, Don Bolt, the lights are going out. What the hell is this?
You four gentlemen, actually.
No, Shady. Shady, you've already had enough
What in
matches
the
with
world?
Quack. That was Shady Sean McKenzie. I already kicked Gully out of here. Shady, you're not doing any of your shit on my program, all right? There's a management chat. You can't just show up here. I got a whole commentary team. I don't need you, Shady. He was trying to do some weird business and probably sway what was going on here. Dombo, what'd you see out there? You're free to give your opinion.
all right. So I was saying, if that was a duplicate, then hands down Hector. However, since it's not, I am going to go with Canada on this one.
Well, then if you're going with Canada, you can't blame Canada because your winner, Johnny Canada, has just beaten Hector Flores in the main event of this show here tonight. Holy crap. Wow. A simple mistake. Like, Hector Flores had a good promo. It was not bad. He started off really good. Even though Kobe thinks Canada had a better opening. But that ending left a lot to be desired. Yeah, I don't know. Did Hector Flores get distracted by Shady? I don't know. In wrestling, you can always do something with that. Yeah, that just happened. So, guys, moving on. In the Quack Cup, if I can remember this from my memory, Triple M, the person that just won, Johnny Canada, Soulstar's Mystery Man, who we don't even know, and then Don Krypton are the four people moving in. And you guys never saw a tournament bracket. I just want you to know that. That does not mean we know who's fighting who next. That's up to me to decide how that bracket works, who's fighting who. I just want everyone to know that.
No swaying, but I say Canada versus Triple M.
Ooh, a Mystery Man. Hey, that could definitely work. But great show tonight. Big turnout. In another universe, that pillar match could have went anyway. It's crazy, the result of that matchup. Kobe, did you catch that match?
What match was it again?
That was the 4-way pillars.
No, I did not catch that one. I didn't catch that one.
So that
But
was
I might have to go
Dax.
back and check it out.
Do you want a spoiler or spoiler free?
Spoiler free. I'm gonna go check it out.
Okay, watch it from the beginning because, like I said, I saw Gully watching from the outside, but some stuff went down. Yeah, some stuff went down there. So yeah, Independence Proclamation is next. This is our first. It's not an anniversary of our first event. It's an anniversary of our first pay-per-view. A pay-per-view that Soulstar became the first ever Revolutionary Champion. Where we kind of set the stage that we aren't going to be like any other EFED. We're truly doing something different on our side of the promoverse, and that is the next event, Independence Proclamation. I mean, both you guys are here with your potential final thoughts of either what you saw here tonight or what you would like to see in the future, in the upcoming future. Who would like to take the talking pillow first?
Go ahead, Kobe.
All right, KTJ.
Oh, just throw it to me. Just throw it to me.
Just pass you the ball, man. You got to get some lift. You've taken enough breaks. You got to get some pumps in again.
I'm not like you, Jimmy. I don't have a ton of experience on a panel or a board, but I thought it was a great main event between these two guys. Like I said, man, I gave my honest opinion. I want to be as transparent as I can. I'm not biased. Yeah, I thought it was a well-earned win for Johnny Canada. And I'm excited to see what he does later on in this Quack tournament.
I don't think that's too. I mean, I think the general consensus outside of everyone that watched this and people in the locker room, that was not the best. That was not a good finishing move. Hector Flores did not end that with enough oomph. And it's like I said earlier in the broadcast, what have you done for me lately? It's your very last thing that is digested by the fans. That is your most over in this game. It's literally the last thing you do that the fans eat up. So good show. What's in the future for Kobe or his good friend, the other guy, KTJ?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I really can't tell you guys. I'm just excited to see what happens. If that other guy decides to appear. I know the brain. I know the brain. That's an interesting one. But yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I see the brain. The brain had something to say earlier. He made a comment, and that's something that I got to digest. I'm interested in that. So we'll see. Maybe Kobe versus the brain. We'll have a nice match. You know what I mean? A nice young guy versus the veteran, the man with all the experience, the man that they called the pillar of Revolt Wrestling, the guardian of this place, right? The guardian of Revolt. But yet, when you lose to Unfiltered, then you leave everyone. Then you leave the place that you built, right? Right? You want to face me because I'm gonna expose all of that trash. I think that's bullshit. Brain. I hope you're listening to me. You lost an outsider, someone who came in your territory and beat you and pinned you. Then you leave like a little bitch. So I'm gonna end you for good. You think the Unfiltered did you dirty? Watch what KTG does.
You are so lucky I like you, Kobe. I'm not going to rebuttal on that statement. Dombo, that guy, you couldn't hear what he said. He just called the brain the F out. What are you doing with your final thought, Dombo?
I'm going to say, be careful what you wish for there, Kobe. And so my final thought is going to be this. You know what? It seems like it doesn't matter how many L's I take in the main event. I'm still the main eventer of Revolt. And when our next show, the big pay-per-view comes up, just give me someone else. Line them up. I'm going to knock one of these fuckers down. Jimmy, doesn't matter who it is. And honestly, you know what I'm a little sick of? Actually, I'm sick of...
What are you sick of?
That guy that's holding the title not actually defending said title.
Interesting. What title are they not defending? Oh, the WTF. Oh, I'm about to win that shit tonight. That's not time out. The WTF title is not making it to Independence Proclamation. So I'm going to cut you off, Don Bolt. This is my final thought, and I won't have to do too much. I'm about to comment on this show live and see if I can join. So in this game of trash talk where we are supposed to show that we have a ball sack, I don't think they're going to do it. So let's see. Let's see what they're talking about real quick.
It's something for this one, not for me. But anyways, yeah. So as you guys heard, fucking UVW, we changed our name. Or PWF changed
Which
its
is
name
so
to
stupid.
UVW.
You really need me as a wise man
catch,
over there. That's fucking
excuse my
wild
randomly
that was the name you made.
that.
This is also that Sledgy. This is hashtag
So
Sledgy.
we wanted to change from PWF because we wanted to give it a new identity.
Can
basically a facelift.
I
Kinda like what,
join
and Guapo did, but we
come
didn't want to be like,
on air?
oh, we're doing because of this. No.
Question mark.
And
Why are they calling it the shit show?
It's cool. It's whatever. They're buying T-shirts. I don't
but
care about
we
that.
wanted like
We should all
PWF,
kind of be
I
on the
felt like
same page, but this guy
Mel
wants to control the
and
business,
Matt
so
Tyson's.
and he wants to be able to
And
control who can play.
I
this
wanted
game
to
he
give
can't.
something just like Frankie and and
Yeah, sure.
Guapo wanted the Ace to be something different. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we're gonna go about Ultraviolet Wrestling. I'm gonna bring on this person right here, and we get back to that. Hello, mystery person. Who are you?
What is it? Greetings. My message for the human race is really quite simple.
What's up? What's up there, Ruby? Yeah.
Oh my God, this motherfucker ain't got a shirt on.
Say, so it shows my message over there.
You know you want this chocolate goodness.
Listen, I can't say that on air without legal things getting to me.
What illegal things have you done now? What else is
I
new and you
can't say.
I know that on
anything
second
about
thought, I don't want to know. I'll never get a
legal
word in
things.
edgewise. So whatever, I tried.
Well, honey,
I don't think I did. But that Saban guy could say a lot too. That was stupid. Anywho, yeah, sometimes things work out the way I plan, and other times I don't really call it that good. I usually get it right, but not always. What is this? This is the end of the show there, Bomber. Because those guys that are on air, like you let them win, man. I don't let anybody win. Dumbo. I mean, I don't know about you. I had a fun time tonight. I didn't have to really go in there. Well, some people said I might have gotten the ring real quick, and I just took a quick schoolboy as a loss to Soulstar's mystery man. Some people say that allegedly it was me, and I took a quick schoolboy loss.
See, I thought that was Trevor Murdoch's cousin.
Good old Trevor Murdoch. Definitely wasn't Lance Cade. God damn it, that's not cool. So anywho, I mean, I only got a minute left. Dumbo, what do you got to send the fans home happy?
Just keep watching Revolt. Everything is always great here. No matter how much I don't agree with half the results sometimes, but it's still a fun place to be, and it's still my home.
Ooh.
So
hey, that was Slaughterhouse, man. He Scorpion death dropped, gave you the meat grinder, and he pinned you. No, he didn't. He pinned Fallen Angel. You got thrown to the outside. I'm sorry. I should have ended the show. I almost nailed it.
He sledgehammered me in my back.
Yeah, that's why you're beat up. But God dang it, I almost had it. Well, folks, we actually have Burn Man this Tuesday. We will probably have a shit show before it's all said and done before the pay-per-view, but the pay-per-view is about a week out. I will have a sign-up on the page tonight. And thank you for KTG joining. We had Fallen Angel. Fallen Angel did not render a decision, but I don't think his vote was needed. I think Hector Flores did lose fairly clean. I think he went for a big high-risk maneuver, that frog splash. I think he tried to almost make it a shooting star frog splash, and he missed with that Dr. Quack finish to his thing. And Johnny Canada capitalized, just crawled over and put a hand over. It wasn't even like he did the deciding blow. Hector Flores messed up on the deciding blow.
One mistake can cost you everything.
Absolutely, and we saw it here tonight. Well, for Dawn Bolt, once again, thank you for coming on. Thank you for competing. Thank you for being the consummate professional here in Revolt. And thank you for still being a pillar. Just because you weren't victorious tonight, that does not make you lose your status of a pillar. But the stock of Slaughterhouse has truly risen. And tune in to Independence Proclamation when we find out the finals of the Quack Cup. Till next time, folks. Damn it, we went over 2 hours.
Breaking the virginity is all about first time evers.